Is Ethereum dead? Is this the end for Ethereum? Or is this a chance to make some good money in cryptocurrency? In this video, we will be taking a look at the pros and the cons of Ethereum. Then I will give you my opinion on whether or not I think Ethereum is a good investment that could potentially have major gains. Or will another cryptocurrency take Ethereum's place, like Cardano, Stellar, Nulls, or any of the others? All that and more today. Hey, good job by the way, clicking on this video. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe right now, because here at Altcoin Daily, we bring you daily videos on everything altcoin, everything cryptocurrency. I try to differentiate my channel by giving you the most relevant, the most need-to-know information, and I try to really break things down for you, so hopefully you can make some money in cryptocurrency like I did. You guys like me because I'm not a suit, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a normal guy who made some money in cryptocurrency, and I plan to do well this year, and I hope you guys do too. I want to help you guys. I want to use my channel as a starting off point for you. So go ahead and hit subscribe, hit the like button. Yes, let's get into it. Okay, so this is Ethereum, guys, in its current state. Oh boy, we see that it had, although it was having all-time highs of 1,400 about, now we are dipping below 400. And you see just the jagged fall that is happening. And as investors, that raises a lot of questions. We all know, as smart investors, that when a successful, innovative, proven cryptocurrency like Ethereum is seeing 5-month lows, that's the time that we should be looking into buying. Just yesterday, we saw Ethereum's price take a major dive. It dipped below 400, just like it is today. We haven't seen Ethereum at this level since November 23rd, 2017, somewhere around there. Almost 5 months ago. Look, I'm a big advocate of the mindset that you should really consider buying when there's blood in the water. Warren Buffett summed it up best when he said, "When others are fearful, get greedy." But, as we know, it's not just Ethereum that we are seeing all-time lows with. We're seeing all-time lows throughout the whole market. So, this is what I'm going to do. I think we need to be smart and only pick the best buys. So the question remains, should I buy Ethereum? Does Ethereum have a future? Well, let's take a look at the pros and the cons. First, let's take a look at the pros. We all know that Ethereum changed the game over the past few years by creating a very successful decentralized platform technology where other developers and other companies could create or could use Ethereum's crypto platform and create their own cryptocurrencies. I mean, you guys want to see the success that Ethereum has created for itself? Besides the fact it's the second most valuable cryptocurrency, besides the fact that it's just one of just a few cryptos that regularly gets mainstream media attention, besides all that stuff, take a look at coinmarketcap.com. Most of these other cryptos, a large majority, is based on the Ether platform. Very interesting. Now, why is that? We hear all the time about how that there are other crypto platforms that are better, that are safer, that are faster. A big reason why Ethereum is so successful is because it was the first to the market. It was the first to the market, and because of that, it gained initial mass adoption. Being the first to the market and gaining initial mass adoption is a big deal. It is a pro. First of all, it means they know what they're doing. They're solving a problem and are capable of completing their roadmap. It means first and foremost, they're a very capable company. Secondly, getting initial mass adoption gets them closer to total market saturation. What am I talking about? Well, let's use the example of the QWERTY keyboard. Another YouTuber, SalesDaddy1, talks about this all the time. I like that guy. I subscribe to him. He provides me with value. So you're using the QWERTY keyboard right now. Every single computer, every single laptop uses the QWERTY keyboard. It's, you can check your keyboard right now, QWERTY. The QWERTY keyboard was the first to the market. Even old typewriters from 100 years ago used the QWERTY keyboard. Originally, the QWERTY keyboard was put in place because they needed to have the letters, in a certain way, because if you were too efficient typing on your keyboard, then the letters would break. But what's interesting is that even though later they developed keyboards that were way more efficient, the letters on the keyboard were in a more efficient order, meaning that one would be able to save time and money by adopting this more efficient keyboard. Despite all that, what's interesting is that nobody switched over to the more efficient keyboard because the QWERTY keyboard already had total market saturation. So that's a big pro for Ethereum. They're a capable company, and they already have the majority of companies using their platform to make cryptocurrency. And besides that, in order to buy any other cryptocurrency, one first has to go through either Ethereum or Bitcoin or Litecoin. The fact that you have to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin to get another cryptocurrency, that's another reason why Ethereum might be here for a while. But anyway, how about the cons? Okay. We all know, first and foremost, Ethereum's #1 con, it gets talked about all the time, is Ethereum has major scaling issues. This is a pretty cool site. It's called blocktivity.info. You can see in real time the activity of blockchains for all the blockchains you would want to see pretty much. And as you can see, just so you know, this is Ethereum right here. Ethereum is the only one with the exclamation point right now. Every single other one is in the green, except for Bitcoin, which is in the yellow. But yeah, you can see right here that Ethereum is at 100% blockchain capacity, and that there are many unconfirmed transactions left on hold. And this updates in real time. You can check out this site right now. And unfortunately, I check out this site every once in a while. It's often the case that Ethereum looks like this. Unfortunately, these scaling issues that Ethereum has, they're not getting fixed anytime soon. And it's going to take, they have ideas, but it's going to take years for them to change their programming. And years are a lifetime in the cryptocurrency space. All right, another con for Ethereum. Ethereum has a lot of competition. Sure, they were the first, but now that they're a they're a third and fourth generation cryptocurrencies coming out, and they have a lot of competition. Stellar, Cardano, Neo, Lisk, Nulls, just to name a few. There are platform cryptos. These are platform cryptos that are not only better than Ethereum, they can handle the scaling issues and much more. Some of them are even Generation 3, but they also have major milestones in their roadmaps coming up this next year. We already see some cryptos being created on the Neo platform, and we're going to start to see a lot more. Okay. This was a pretty interesting article that I wanted to share with you guys. Vitalik wants you to pay to slow Ethereum's growth. So Vitalik, Ethereum's creator, said recently that an idea he has to solve the scaling issues, one of many, to solve the scaling issues and make the blockchain less clogged, is to start to have its users paying rent fees, whereby users would be asked to pay to use the network based on how long they'd like their data to remain accessible on the blockchain. To me, that's a dumb idea. If they implement this, it's not hard to imagine Neo, Cardano, Nulls taking Ethereum's place. So yeah, okay. So in conclusion, I believe that this might be the chink in Ethereum's armor that causes it to fall from grace. Will Ethereum go away tomorrow? No, I definitely won't. Like I said, it's one of the only cryptos that regularly gets mainstream media attention. To buy other cryptocurrencies, one has to buy Ethereum or Bitcoin first. Here's the thing, as far as an investment opportunity goes, because I'm not buying at these prices. As we can see, we don't know where the bottom's going to be. We saw the last base happening just around 300, like 295 to 305. So I definitely wouldn't even consider buying until it gets around the 300 level. That's just me personally. Because like I just pointed out, it's already risky enough that is Ethereum even going to exist in the future? Other notable people in the space have pointed out that the Mobius Network co-founder and CEO David Gubad, he said, we look at Ethereum like AOL or MySpace. So there's already a big question whether Ethereum's even going to be here in the future. So I definitely want to consider buying Ethereum at these prices. I'd wait till we see a base. I'd only consider it when I see it like hitting its previous base around 300. But even then, I don't know, because there are a lot of other good companies. Also, something interesting is that more than 70% of Ethereum's dApps are games, and then also the next largest percentage is casino. Take that as you will. It's just an interesting stat. Of course, it doesn't mean that's a negative thing. This information kind of seems like it's just trivializing Ethereum, but the thing is, a lot of technology gets adopted through games and stuff like that, so we'll have to see. Me personally, I'm not buying Ethereum at these prices. You can do what you want, these are just my opinions. Use this channel to do your own research, but I wanted to do a little pros and cons for you guys today. Hopefully you liked the video. Give me a like at the bottom. Give me a comment if you have something to say. As you know, I respond to all the comments and it helps me as a channel grow. Video every day. Thank you guys. Peace. Hope you make a lot of money.